What's going on, guys? I wanted to jump in today and just highlight a way for you to break out of that dreaded 4-bar or 8-bar loop and really start moving forward with a solid arrangement. And this process is very easy to do. It's very straightforward, and I think you're going to get a lot of value from it. So without further ado, let's jump right in. We have our basic song idea, very similar to how most songs start out: chords, notes, nothing fancy. And I'll give you a taste of what that sounds like. So, like I said, nothing crazy. And what we're going to actually do is create a few different versions of this idea and make one meaningful change to each version. So first of all, I'm going to take this group and duplicate it, and then duplicate it again. And I'll do idea 1, 2, 3, and idea number 4. And for each of these, I'm going to go through one of the foundational characteristics of the idea and make one meaningful change. And I'll tell you what those are. So the first one is sound. So that is just the timbre of the instruments that we're working with. So what we can do is just dive right into the serum patch and quickly navigate through a couple of different presets and see what we can come up with and see what sounds good to maybe add some variation, whether it's at this point in the song or it's later down the line. So that's good. That could be used as a layer. That could be used as pretty much anything. It's got a nice organic kind of timbre to it. So I'm going to leave that there. And that is just an example of how you would go about changing that one aspect of the idea. And the next aspect that I would change is the rhythm. So the rhythm is something that you can work with on the chords or the notes, and it's just going to help bring the idea to life a little bit and help it move forward. So what I'll do is just open up this MIDI patch or this MIDI window and turn it on. And right now, all of our notes are very much legato. It's very boring, very straightforward. Nothing that's really hooking us in. So what I'll do is just shift up the rhythm a little bit. And maybe just add one more. You could even add some more. Something like that. And now when we play it all together, it's got a little bit more life to it. Sounds a little bit more human and less boring. So that's rhythm for our chords. I'll also mess with the rhythm of the notes. So going in here. And I'm not actually going to change the melody. I'm just going to change the rhythm. Because remember, we're only going one at a time. And a quick way to do that is just to Control or Command A. And you can grab them and kind of drag them all around at once. Stretch this out and drag it a bit as well. So there you go. You have your own new rhythm now, and you also have no change to the actual MIDI notes themselves. And that's actually the last thing that I'm going to do is idea number 5. I'm going to actually change the melody. So a few quick tools that you can use to do that are just going to be I want the original actually. And grab this. And the quickest way to come up with a new melody from the one you already have is to experiment with these reverse and invert buttons. And what you'll want to do first is just Control or Command A, highlight everything, and then see what reversing does. I mean, that's already pretty new. Or you can chunk it down and just take the first phrase here and reverse that all by itself. So we can work with that. And that's already different enough, but we can also mess with this second phrase, see what happens when we reverse. I do want to suggest and advise against using the invert button when you're doing melodic stuff, because a lot of times it can put it out of key. So this might sound, yeah, see, we're getting some notes that are out of key, but reverse, you're usually safe. So that's new, it's different, it's gonna work. So what we'll do next is take everything that we've done and just go ahead and start cutting and pasting, you can just Command or Control X, Command or Control Y, Command or Control V to paste. And start fleshing out your arrangement here. So next thing you know, instead of having a 4-bar loop, you've got a 20-bar loop and 5 different ideas that are slightly different that are going to help get the creative juices flowing for you to establish the structure of the rest of your track. So instead of just being stuck spinning your wheels, now you've got a little bit of momentum that can hopefully carry you forward into an entire complete track. So I hope this was helpful, guys, and I hope you're able to put this to use. If you do, let me know. And obviously, if you have any questions, as always, I'm here for you. So just reach out. Don't hesitate. All right. Happy music making, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.